Hello, everyone. My name is James, and I'd like to welcome you all to our webinar on Amazon Pinpoint. Before we proceed, I would like to make a note that I understand that a lot of us might be quite new to the Zoe webinar platform. So if you look below your screen there, there's like a tray there that has some icons. You should see an icon for reactions that allows you to kind of contribute during the webinar. You can also raise a hand if you have questions. We'll get to that during the question and answer segment. And if you have any technical difficulties in the webinar, there is also a Q&A section there that has a question mark. It can also be used as a place for you to ask questions, chat, and drop any comments that you want to communicate with us. Because everyone's mics are currently muted, except the organizers, myself, Joey, and Kazim. If there is need for anyone else to speak, we're going to be probably giving those permissions, but you have to raise a hand or make a comment for us to be able to identify if there is need for that, just to maintain decorum during the webinar. So yeah, I see some of us already trying out those icons, raising hands, and yeah, so let's do that so we get familiar with how to engage during the webinar. Moving on, I'd like to introduce Secure Intelligence Limited hosting this webinar. Secure Intelligence Limited is a technology consulting company that specializes in helping individuals and businesses build viable digital solutions and also to take advantage of technology for business objectives. Also coupled with that, we are also an AWS partner. And what that means is that we help our customers, our clients, businesses, and individuals to utilize AWS solutions and services to achieve organizational objectives and driving business agility, efficiency, maintaining a competitive advantage, and also for growth and scale. To continue with the rest of the webinar, I will be bringing in Joey, a product development manager at Secure Intelligence Limited, and he will be running us through some of the points of Amazon Pinpoint. And we're also going to be having a demo to really see how all of this talks translates into action, and that will be handled by Kazim, our data engineer, also hosting the program with us. I'm also here to learn from the webinar, and I hope we've also come with a learning mindset as well. And yes, one more thing for us to note, this webinar is being recorded so that we can make it available to you and to every other person that's registered for the webinar and probably is unable to join us right now. So Joey, take it away.
Thank you, James, for the introduction. Hi, guys. I'm Joseph. I'm excited to be here to talk to you beautiful people about Amazon Pinpoint. As you know, Amazon Pinpoint is targeted at digital marketers. So we'll be looking at the benefits of Amazon Pinpoint. Have you ever, like most of us digital marketers, we've been like at a point in time, we've been frustrated with paying for resources we barely use. Amazon Pinpoint offers a solution that combines, simplicity with scale. Like you only pay for what you actually use, making it more cost effective for you. And if you have complex use case, you don't have to worry because it offers the agility. It offers the agility you need to succeed. So you can say goodbye to overpaying and hello to a more efficient solution. We'll be looking at what we have today. Today we'll be looking at the challenges and the solution we prefer, and then demo and why you need to choose Amazon Pinpoint. Most of us digital marketers are familiar with these challenges when it comes to using email marketing tools. I know I have. One common issue I hear about is fixed and disproportionate cost. With some tools, you may find that you are paying a fixed fee regardless of the number of emails you send. which can like really add up if you are sending a large volume. On the other hand, some tools may charge based on the number of emails you send, but the cost can be disproportionate and make it difficult for you to budget. Another challenge that many people face is the limitations of reporting and analytics. It's crucial to be able to like track your email campaigns and measure their success. But not all email marketing tools offer robust reporting capabilities. This can make it difficult to see what's working and what needs to be improved. And finally, there is the issue of deliverability, making sure your emails actually reach your subscribers' inboxes. To make sure you okay. So we'll be looking at what Amazon Pinpoint really is. We've been talking about Amazon Pinpoint, but most of us don't know what it actually entails. Amazon Pinpoint is a communication service offered by Amazon Web Services. It is a fantastic digital marketing tool that helps you send targeted and personalized messages to your customers. It makes it easy for companies to like reach their audience in a meaningful way without having to worry about the technical details of setting it up. With Amazon Pinpoint, businesses can send the right messages to the right person at the right time, improving customer engagement and loyalty. If you want to know why you should pick Amazon Pinpoint over its competitors, uh, would show you right now. We can see on this slide, we can see on this table, we can see states of the US, and we are wondering why they are there. Due to Amazon's AWS policy against mentioning competitors. Our decision was to use location of competitors instead. So we can see that Amazon Pinpoint compared to its competitors offers offers $34 for 100K emails, unlike some competitors, like some of our competitors who offer $890 for 100K emails. We can all see that Amazon Pinpoint is cheaper compared to our competitors. And I would like to introduce our cousin, who is one of our data engineers. I would like to introduce cousin, who is one of our data engineers. He will be handling the demo, so you can see just how powerful this tool is.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Joey and James. Thanks for the introduction. First, I'd like to apologize that you guys are not seeing my face. Maybe because I'm not as fresh as James and Joey, but at the same time, I also have bandwidth issues at the moment. So I'd like to start with this particular slide. So what are we talking about here? I want to tell you how we arrived at the $34. So in Amazon Pinpoint, you have something you call MTA, which is monthly targeted audience. Also, comparing this to other marketing tools, they call it subscribers list. If you are familiar with that, what Amazon calls it MTA. Now, for this MTA on Amazon Pinpoint, you pay for your MTA and you also pay for the email. So the charges are quite different. For MTA, which is a monthly targeted audience, you pay $0.0012 by MTA. And the first 5,000 MTA that you have is going to be free. So it means that we are just calculating for $20,000 now. So for example, we have two assumptions. Assumption one is you have 25,000 audience, which is your MTA. Assumption two is you send one mail per week. So that means you have 100,000 mail at the end of the month. So now, using 100,000 multiplied by 0.0012, you have $24. Now, but for the email Pinpoint, what they charge you is $10,000 per $1 for every 10,000 email you send. Is that not just amazing? Like, is it even fathomable? I mean, you saw the price comparisons that Joey showed you in the previous slide, how huge the prices are compared to the others. So, like I said, I'm a data engineer at Secure Intelligence. I know engineers, we don't like to talk too much. We like to get our hands dirty. So I'd like to, share my screen now because we are going to be taking you through the demo. James is going to stop sharing this slide while I would start sharing my screen. So I'm going to take you to the console now, and my screen will be coming up. I'd like to apologize for the delay. So James, once you can see my screen, let me know. Can you see my screen? So okay, so if you guys can see my screen, then I'll just like to progress. Let me know if you can hear me, or in case you stop hearing me. So now we'll be going straight in. So the first thing you have to do is to create the project. It's called the project on Amazon Pinpoint. That is what houses your segment, your campaigns, the journey, anything you want to do. So I've created that. I've taken time to do that because I don't want us to start spending a lot of time doing that here because we know that your time is very precious. So I created the live webinar demo. And the first thing we'll be doing is to create a campaign. So, I mean, everybody here, or most people here, the digital marketers that we have here, must have been, they are very familiar with journey, all these things. So I've taken to do the first major things that you guys have to do when you want to use any other platform, which is authorize verifying the email you want to use to send, and also uploading your segment, or let me say your subscribers list now in this particular case. So we'll be jumping straight into it. Let's create the campaign. So for this demo as well, we're just going to be talking about email marketing because Amazon Pinpoint, can do a lot. So let's give it live demo. Okay. Then we also have, so we'll be selecting from here. You can see saying email in-app. These are the various channels with your customers. So Amazon Pinpoint allows you to use email, in-app messages, push notifications, SMS, all those things you can think about. Then we click on next. So yeah, it's saying that okay, what segments do you want to upload here? So because I'm choosing segment, we're not using a dynamic segment. I'm going to use the live demo segment, the live demo audience segment. So here you can see the number of endpoints there. Endpoint is, okay, in this particular case now, is the email address you want to send to it. So if I have 10 email addresses, you have 10 endpoints. Now, for this use case, because we are doing it live now, we have chosen the list that we have here, or the segments we have here, is people attending this seminar. So at least people that have registered up until I think yesterday afternoon before we created it and brought it here. So you guys will be getting an email from us in a minute. So I'm going to be choosing the template. Template is like the message you want to send. So I've taken time to also create this. It doesn't take you too much time at all. I'm also going to show you the preview of the message that I'm sending to you. I'm sorry that my screen is loading, like I said earlier. My apologies. So let's choose a particular one first. The preview. And the templates, you can also use HTML to design your templates. But I went down the route of the digital marketers, doing things very easy. I just chose the design, just write it and put it there. So this is the message you'll be getting right about now. See, here you have user.user-attributes.firstname. This is what allows you to personalize your messages. So you have your first name there, like hello James, hello Joey, that kind of a thing. Then we choose the templates. Then it's showing us the review. We go to next now. For the slow response and network. So now what it shows you next is, do you want to send this email immediately? You want to send it once in a month, hourly? You do that, you pick what you want, but this form I'm going to choose immediately because we want you guys to get it just now. So I'm going to click on next, and in a couple of minutes, showing you the preview, we'll launch this campaign now. And once I launch the campaign, you guys will be getting the email right now. So if you've gotten this mail that I just sent to you, please we'll be tracking it, like checking the analytics to see the number of mails that it has sent. Would also be checking the number of mails delivered and all that. But let's go straight into so it has processed 297 endpoints already out of 298. So but we'll check the number of people that delivered to, and also people that probably opened it. So the next thing we want to do now is go to the journey. Now for journey, we all know what journey is. Journey, we all take trips down to different places. But for journey here, it's talking about automating a multi-step campaign. So what I just did in that campaign now, I want to automate it. I want to create it down so that Amazon Pinpoint is going to be doing it for me. So you can do all these things. You can use maybe 3 days to create everything you want to do throughout the whole year, and you're doing whatever you want to do with your own life. So we're going to be creating a journey right about now. So it's asking us all this, but now I'm just going to jump straight into it. So for the journey, we are setting entry condition first. So it's asking us what's like the first thing that what's going to be the entry point for your journey. So the entry point for our journey here is going to be adding participants from a segment. So which is, we're going to be picking you guys again. How often do you want to add new segments? Because this is not a dynamic segment. So never. We are clicking on save. Then after clicking on save, the next thing we want to definitely add is the activity. Now, there are different types of activity. Do you want to send a mail? Do you want to send an SMS message? Do you want to send a SMS message? Do you want to send, do you want it to wait a little bit before sending? Do you want a yes or no split? We'll be using that today. Do you want a multivariate split? Do you want it to hold out? Like that means it should in percentage of people you have on your list. So now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to send an email. I'll choose another template this time around. So let me choose webinar, which is going to be like webinar. Sorry for the network delays and the slow responsiveness. So yeah, this is the message you guys will be getting. This is the preview. So I'm going to click to choose the template. Okay, so if you want to add description, you can, but at this point, so I'm going to save this, and I'm going to add an activity. So the activity I want to add now is the okay. So this is what we are going to do. So it's asking for the condition type. So I'm going to choose event. So it's asking me, okay, what kind of event? So now what this is saying is I want it to send a mail. Yeah. But I need it to evaluate a condition. So the first thing I'm going to do, you have different options. Is it that you want it to be want it to send the mail, or you want other people, like people that will progress to the next step in this journey? Is it that after it must have delivered the mail? Is it that it is after you must have clicked it, after you must have opened it? Do you understand? So we can click open. So it means that now anybody that we've sent a mail to, imagine you sending a mail to somebody, you're sending a follow-up mail, but you didn't know whether they opened the mail initially. So these are the issues that Amazon Pinpoint helps us to solve. So we could just make it okay, open. So it means anybody that wants it to evaluate it immediately, we can say no. Because if you say evaluate immediately, it means immediately the message drops and the person doesn't check it, then that's all. It ends there. So, but we're going to say, okay, after an hour, 1 hour is the list that you have here. But most times in cases like this, what you want to do is usually in weeks, in months, because you don't send somebody mail now, send another mail in the next 10 minutes. You understand? Only for certain use cases now, so to say. So we would also save this now. The next thing we want to do now is, okay, fine. Anybody that opens that mail, we want them to have a follow-up email. If you don't open, then your journey has ended. But now we're going to add another activity, which is going to be to send a follow-up mail. Sorry for the slow. Okay. So let's configure the mail. I'm going to choose an email template here again, which is going to be follow-up. Like a follow-up to the first mail I sent, which is the place shaka. The very first one I sent was sent in the campaign feature, or this one we're sending with the journey feature now. So this is the message. Okay, as a preview. So I'm going to choose this template now. And after this, what we are going to do is we could just end the journey so as not to save your time, but at least you can see the capabilities and how easy it is. So we're going to click on review. We're ready to go. You click on next, then you mark as review. So if you have any error, if there was an error, it wouldn't publish. It's not going to tick these things here like you are ready to go. On a default, when you publish any journey, it takes 5 minutes for the journey to kickstart. At the same time, the default, when you establish any time range for your journey, is going to take you, like, let's say it's going to span for 18 months. Yes, your journey is going to span for 18 months. If you don't put a start and end date here, it's going to span for 18 months. So in the next 5 minutes, you guys are going to get like another email, after which when you open it in an hour, you guys will get a follow-up mail as well. So I'd like to, take it back now and give it to James for you guys to ask your questions. I know I've been talking a lot. Okay, so Yeah, then when this thing, finally pulls through, we're going to come back to check the analytics. Let us know how many emails did Amazon Pinpoint send and all that. Then the former one, you can check it, the bounce rate and all that. So you guys can put your questions in the chat box right now while is going to do is going to take the questions for me. Thank you very much, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Kazim, for that very detailed and insightful demo. I'm sure I'd like to take a spin at Pinpoint later on today to just get some of the things that you kind of highlighted there. As a marketer myself, I see the use case and how efficient it can be when you're spending, very little amount of money to really accomplish your campaign goals. Let's take some questions about Pinpoint. We have some questions already. Okay, this one is for Kazim. Someone is asking if a journey can be edited after publishing.
You can edit your journey after publishing. You just go back and make certain changes, but you must have specified certain activity or certain actions. So if it has already taken that action, it's not like you can reverse it. So, but any action it hasn't taken for that time, it's just going to restart. You understand my point? So you just, after your publishing, you can go and edit it and it's going to start again. So yes.
Okay. That's a good one. Someone is asking if there is a payment plan. Can you give an explanation on the payment plan for Amazon Pinpoint? And it's a two-pronged question. The second one is, can we have an auto response for forms on Pinpoint? Cousin.
Yes. So thank you very much for that. The first question is, what's the pricing plan? So we are going to be sharing this slide after this webinar. So we have kept in there the links to everything you need to know. I'm going to explain it real quick again. For Amazon Pinpoint now, like I said, for the emails, for email, you are billed with two things, which is MTA and the emails, number of emails you send. So MTA is your monthly targeted audience, while the email is the number of mails you actually send. You can have a targeted audience of 10K, but you'll be sending 100,000 mails in a month. It's very possible. You have Black Friday and you want to send more emails. So for the MTA, you are charged $0.00 per endpoint. But for the other one, which is the email that you're sending itself, for every 10,000 email you send, you will be paying just $1. So that's the pricing. So you have other prices for like push notifications and all that you can. So regarding I think the second question has to do with whether you can have an autoresponder. Yes. After this, we're going to be showing you a bigger architecture. What I just showed you one, but let's look at it from a bigger picture now. Like what are those capabilities that Amazon Pinpoint can give you in the long run? So yes, thank you very much.
All right, that's a good one from Cousin. Does anyone else have any other questions? If you do not know how to actually ask our questions, if you look at the bottom of your screen and on the Zoom webinar platform, you will see a question mark within a circular thing that looks like you speaking. It's start Q&A. So we can all drop our questions there with regards to the webinar, and we'll attend to that in a bit. We have a few more minutes to take some questions before we continue to the rest of the program.
You guys should have gotten the follow-up. You should have gotten the first mail from the journey as well now. Let us know in the comment section, please, if you've gotten the mails that we have sent so far. I've gotten 2 emails by now. So please kindly comment with or thumbs up if you've gotten. If you can't if you don't want to type, okay, nice, thank you. Same one already. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I have more than one person already. Okay, okay. I think more people are beginning to engage with us now. So it seems it's working. Okay, that's nice. Interesting. Okay. So while we are still waiting for the questions, let me just take the other slides before we now, probably let me take the next slide now. So let me show you the big picture. When he was talking to you about the benefits of Amazon Pinpoint, he mentioned cost. He also mentioned scalability and also agility use case. Now, this is an intelligent channel architecture because here you are seeing almost everything. So if you look at the right side, you see customer channels, and in the middle you have customer engagement. Now let's look at that customer channel. Let's start from there. Now the first line there, your email, SMS, channels, chat box, call center, voice skills. What you have here, various channels which a business can engage, their customers. Now, what you have on the right, which is the website, the apps, the social media, they are the platforms with which the customers are going to be engaging with the business. So somebody goes to your website now, wants to use the chat box because nobody's there. They're automating the responses like hello, hi, how are you, blah blah blah. We need to do this, I have this issue, and all that. So, or your app, your particular app, or your social media, maybe you're on Facebook, you're on anyone at all. So these ones you see here in this customer engagement are the tools that you use to, build it. So you have Amazon simple email service. All these things that you are seeing here can be integrated into Amazon Pinpoint. SES allows you to send, emails. SNS allows you to send the push notifications. Amazon Lex allows you to enables you to build a chat box. Now, Amazon Connect is what you use to build a very good call center. Then Alexa Skills Kit is, I don't know if anybody has tried registering for Amazon or any other thing before. Instead of getting at those, is it that you are going to type XYZ or all those things. Sometimes they send the code via voice. So use Alexa skills to do that. Then you now have AI, ML, and data analytics on the left. Most people here use we watch Netflix, and after watching Netflix, it gives you that recommendation like, okay, you can watch because you've watched the previous one. So that's what you can also integrate that AI ML with Amazon Pinpoint. So when you look at the bigger picture, you have a business or a solution, or you want to, or a solution that is, that wants to scale beyond the normal or average thing that people do. Amazon Pinpoint can do that. But doing this kind of huge architecture now cannot be done by just any person. You need a professional to help you do that, and that's going to take me to the next slide now, which is why you need to collaborate with a partner that can help you scale solutions like this. I mean, most of the things there might be very vague, but we understand all this you have here, from the domain security add-on to how to avoid sandbox to fair use policy. We understand all these things. So, but we are going to be providing all the materials you need to get started. But at the same time, if you need, consultation on how to build or scale out on a very big solution, you could always contact us. So the next slide now is just going to tell you like the takeaways where we have all for you guys regarding, we have the Seal Academy. So the Seal Academy is where we are going to be training, data engineers, cloud engineers, and all that. We're going to be training them because we believe in building capacity. We believe in adding value to not just Africa at large. We believe that Africa is the next big thing, and everybody in Africa can get to that right place, but you need that opportunity. So it's that opportunity that we're providing for everybody here at Sail, and we're doing it for free because we know that when we change lives, we're going to definitely change the lives of Africans. So we also have, if you want to get the email address is there. But we're going to be sending you this slide once we are done with this presentation. So thank you very much. Let's have your questions while I'll try to share my screen to show you the analytics so far for the mails that I have sent. Yes. So, James, if there's any question, please kindly help read it out.
All right, thank you, Kazim. One question we have now is if Amazon Pinpoint has an email generating tool, or they have to generate the emails themselves and add them to the system.
Okay, for generating tools, we don't really have, like I said, on Amazon, because Amazon Pinpoint is on AWS service, and we have well over 200 services there. Amazon has well over 200 services on AWS. So we have different tools that can be integrated to do that, but we don't have, like Amazon Pinpoint itself cannot do that. Do you understand my point? So I'm going to share my screen in a couple of minutes so that I can show you how many mails have been sent so far. I'm coming. James, you can continue with the questions while I, okay.
Okay, there are no more questions right now, but just a quick one. There is currently a poll going on that I think we'll all have gotten access to. There are polls of about 7 or 8 questions just to gauge our familiarity with Amazon Pinpoint and considering what we've been learning today. So let's endeavor to fill out those polls.
Thank you very much, James. So I don't know if you guys should be able to see my screen now, I suppose. So on this right side, you can see the engagement metrics. You have messages sent, 297, messages not sent, 1. If you want to check like coming, let's go to analytics proper. So for analytics, you would also have if you do this consistently, you have some analytics that you can see daily active endpoints, monthly active endpoints, your revenue, sections, campaigns, and active targetable. So for Amazon Pinpoint, like one of the issues Joey told you guys about, those marketing tools that we have out there, they don't have it integrated with their app. So, but Amazon Pinpoint has the analytics. Everything is on the app. So I'm going to show you now for campaign. That's the first sense, which is this live demo. So I'm going to look at the metric. So the delivery rate is 99.3%. So it's currently the metrics. Apologies for my, for my, is it snail data now? So now I'm going to explain that for still loading. So we'll see the, this is not actually the only ones we can see, but at least just something for us to understand what we've been explaining so far. So James, if in case there's more, still loading. All right. Okay. So now this is the run date. This runs here at the campaign metrics. This is the run date and the exact time that we sent it out. So that's February 7th and 121. Targeted endpoint 298. This is true. It was sent 298, delivered 296. Delivery rate 99.3%. Total email opened 65. So it means 65 people have opened this mail now. You can see, you can track that. Email open rate 22%, bounce rate 0%. So I hope this viewpoint of mine have been able to, you are not to confuse you. The Amazon Pinpoint is that marketing tool that you need, to get to maximize your investment and also save a whole lot of costs. James, do you have any parting gift for us?
All right, thank you very much.
Can you hear me, James?
Cousin.
Hello, James.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, cousin. Thank you very much for giving us that walkthrough and showing us how everything works with the email marketing platform being Pinpoint, and also the fact that Pinpoint integrates into multiple tools and resources all under the AWS ecosystem. So it makes it kind of seamless and makes it very easy to connect with and access in various products. Yeah, so just takeaways for us if you want to explore Pinpoint or you want to set it up for yourself or for a business, you can always reach out to us. We also have the Seal Academy that we kind of invest in training and building capacity. And playing around with tools like Pinpoint is one of the things that we do, at Seal Academy, building technical competencies in Africa and in the rest of the world. So with that being said, if there are no other questions with regards to Pinpoint, we'll be having this webinar recording forwarded to everyone that registered and everyone that also attended the webinar. And we are very grateful that everyone turned up in these numbers for the webinar. We'll be having another one coming in 2 weeks' time, and we'll be having this more frequently to kind of expose more technological solutions that can help to drive value for businesses, for individuals alike. So thank you very much from myself, James, Kazim. You probably have a few words, and Joey, and everyone else at Seal. Thank you guys. You've been very engaging and very supportive during this webinar.
Yes, so please, we'll be sending the link to the survey after this. So if you fill in the survey, then you'll be able to get the slides after this. So thank you guys. Just like James has said, we couldn't have done it without you guys. We are so happy that you guys made it all through till the end. I mean, we started with so number and we are here. We still have 72. So it means that we've carry you guys along. I hope we didn't lose you guys along the line at all. So thank you guys for coming. You all should have a great day. Thank you so much. Yeah, bye.
All right, signing out. Thank you guys.